guys, in the interest of full disclosure, this is a recipe fail. I meant to make a Bundt cake. I made a Bundt bread pudding. Dense bread pudding. So it still came out delicious. It was very yummy, but it was very heavy and dense like a bread pudding is. So anyone who knows how to bake and wants to watch this and tell me what I did wrong, I'd love to know. And it's still good. I recommend it, but just expect a bread pudding. Okay.
Hello and welcome to Delightful, Delicious, Delovely. My name is Christine Elise, and today I am going to be attempting to make a vegan lemon blueberry Bundt cake. The oven is heating up to 325. I have already, in this bowl, I have mixed together 8 ounces of vegan cream cheese and 12 tablespoons of earth balanced butter. That took like 3 minutes of whipping it. I whipped the vegan butter, 12 tablespoons of vegan butter, just a stick and a half, and the full container of this tofu cream cheese is 8 ounces, right? Yeah. And I whipped it with the hand mixer. I don't have a good stand mixer. If you do it in the stand mixer. And then I whipped in with the hand mixer 2 cups of sugar. Maybe you notice I'm making a lot of desserts these days because I'm home by myself, and I have coffee at home every single day, and it's nice to have a little sweet with it. The cheesecake that I made, I actually yesterday cut it up, quartered it up, and drove all around the valley here in LA and delivered pieces of it to friends of mine as we socially distanced, and I delivered all this cheesecake out because I couldn't eat a whole fucking cheesecake by myself. I mean, I suppose I could, but I would regret it. So to this, bear with me, I have little notes over here of what I just made it up, so I hope it works. To this butter, cream cheese, sugar mix that I did until it was like fluffy, not fluffy, but it looks like whipped cream. To that, I'm going to add, where'd it go? Here it is. I'm going to add a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm not going to measure it. Teaspoon of vanilla. All right. I think I need a pinch of salt too. I'm going to get some salt. I don't have it in my notes, but I'm going to add it because all desserts seem to have a pinch of salt, so I'm going to get some. So, I'm going to add a pinch of salt to this. And I am going to, in this bowl here, I have vegan egg, which is, it smells like eggs, and not in a good way. It is 4 eggs that I made with this stuff, which is you can get on Amazon. That doesn't have a yellow color though, it looks really white. And in the cheesecake I used this veg stuff, vegan egg yolk, which makes it have that really yellowy color, and it makes it smell like sulfur, I think. At any rate, these are what the egg is. So I made 4 of these and added a tablespoon of this. This is a totally unnecessary thing to add. I have it, I like it, I'm adding it. I'm just going to add all this in here. I think you have to have a Bundt pan to do this. First of all, I've never made this before because I'm making it up as I go. But a Bundt pan looks like this. It's got that in the middle. And I think the reason I wouldn't do a different kind of pan is this is going to generate heat through the middle as well as everywhere else. So the middle of the cake will cook as fast as the outside. And I don't know if that would be true with a pancake or regular cake pans or cupcakes or whatever. I mean, you could try it. But I'm going to grease this. I'm going to use cooking spray, and then I'm going to dust it with flour and shake the flour all around before I pour this batter in there ultimately. Okay. This is very thick actually. Of this milk. I had to add another. All right, so to that I'm going to add, this is half a cup of tofu tea sour cream. Had left over from the cheesecake situation, so I thought I would add it. There it is. Get that for the milk. All right. Whoops. To this I'm going to add. This here is the zest of 1 lemon, probably about a tablespoon of lemon zest. Do. And I need my lemon squeezer. Hold on. Lemon squeezer. Again, these lemons came from the tree in my backyard that I'm so pleased about. So this is just the juice of a lemon. It's not a huge lemon. It was a pretty small one, actually, the size of a pool ball. Okay. Gonna whisk that together. All right. Now I'm going to add, before it gets too late, I'm going to add a teaspoon and a half of baking powder, teaspoon and a half, and a half teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of baking soda. Whoop-a-doo. All right. Mixing that together. I'm going to scrape the sides down a bit. So I don't know if my cheesecake episode was a bit of a lot of ranting in there about coronavirus and people being dickheads in public about not wearing masks and stuff. And I don't know if I had mentioned this woman that went into a Trader Joe's and was losing her shit because they were taking away her freedoms, and put a long videotape on about how we're all sheep that are wearing masks and 99% of people survive, if they get COVID. There are other camps of people that think there's no COVID at all. The hospitals are all empty. The nurses that are crying on TV are all crisis actors. I don't know who that benefits. I don't think any company in America wants a shutdown. I don't know who would benefit from this. It doesn't make any fucking sense at all. But these people are nuts. And then, I watch the news almost all day, every day, and you see these nurses and doctors come on and they're just devastated because they have, people are dying all around them and their families can't be there. And these doctors and nurses have masks on and all you see is their eyes and their hazmat outfits on practically. And a lot of the patients are intubated, so they can't speak and they can't see the face of the person that's caring for them. Imagine if you were in the hospital by yourself and everybody near you had a fucking hazmat suit on. You'd feel so infectious. You'd feel like they're afraid of you. And, on some level they are. And that's a horrible thing. And these doctors are now doing this thing that happened, I guess, in Ebola patients. A woman designed these stickers for doctors they could put outside their personal protection equipment, their PPE. They do a sticker of the doctor's face, a smiling face, so the person who's being cared for can see what the person who's, they're only seeing that, they can see who the person actually is, and apparently they have a higher survival rate when people don't feel so totally isolated and like they're a bit of toxic waste themselves, And people can't say goodbye to their families, and they're saying goodbye on a Zoom call, and these doctors are risking their own lives and their own families' lives to take care of our families, and the disrespect of the people running around with no masks and being, they are engaging in risky behavior, and it's so offensive to me. It's so disrespectful of the people in the hospitals and the grocery store people that are there and the delivery people and the mailman and the Amazon delivery person, all these people that are out there doing their jobs and risking their lives so that you can stay home. Least you can fucking do is stay home. I mean, seriously. All right, enough of that. All right. I mean, you don't have to stay home, but if you're going to go out, minimize your amount out. And if you do go out, wear a fucking mask, douchebag. Do it for everybody else if you don't want to do it for yourself. Okay, I'm going to add half a cup of, this is my favorite brand of, it's all sweaty, of vegan almond milk. I like this Califia Farm stuff. It works really well in coffee too. half a cup of that. And let's see what I said. Okay, that's it, except for the flour. So I'm going to get this mixed. Yeah, gross. All right, now I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. I need a fucking measuring cup. Hold on. Measuring cup. I'm going to do it 1 cup at a time in case I decide I don't want to use 3. Let's see how it goes. 1. Mix that in. Okay. Maybe I'm not going to do 3. Maybe I'll do 2.5. We'll see how 2 goes. Oop. It's a little bit, tiny bit more than 2. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go with 2 cups of flour. I'll show you what this looks like. So that's 2 cups of flour. Woo, it's thick. You know what I might do? I wonder if I should add more milk to that. I'm not going to. It tastes good. All right, I'm going to add frozen blueberries now. I'm going to get them out of the freezer. I'll be right back. Blueberries. I have the giant 3 pounds of blueberries I bought a couple weeks ago. So here's 2 heaping cups of frozen blueberries. I'm not going to use the mixer on that, though. I don't want to mash them. That's the whole point of having them be frozen still, is they don't become just mush. All right, with the mixer, I'm going to just fold these in. And you can choose to frost this when it's finished or not. The frosting is basically 8 ounces of cream cheese. Actually, it's the same frosting I use for a carrot cake. So what I would do is, for a whole carrot cake, I would do 8 ounces of cream cheese and a whole box of powdered sugar. That will probably make more frosting than I need for this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the frosting. I may not frost it, I may, but that's how you make cream cheese frosting, is basically cream cheese and powdered sugar, vegan cream cheese and powdered sugar. I feel like this is just a tad thick. So what I'm going to do is add, that was half a cup of milk I used the first time through. So I'm going to make it 3/4 of a cup of milk. 3/4 of a cup of milk. Okay. Can you hear church bells? I can. 11 o'clock church bells, that's sweet. And it's Sunday. All right, I don't have a TV on, so it's not drowning out that sound. Okay, this is yummy and thick and blue. So I'm going to grease this Bundt pan and put this fucker in the oven for about an hour before I check it. I'm going to check it the way you check all cakes. It'll be obviously cooked on the top, and I'll stick a long toothpick in there and check for wetness in the middle. And yeah, so I may not even come back because I got goop all over myself. I may not come back. I'll just show you what it looks like when it's finished, and I'll decide whether I want to frost it or not. If I frost it, I will put the frosting instructions. Somehow figure it out. Maybe I'll add it to some cards here, or who knows what I'll do. But yeah, so I'm going to grease this, put it in the oven at 325 for an hour and check it. It might take an hour to hour and 15, but I'm going to give it an hour first. All ovens are not the same. Some run hot, some run cold. Some have uneven spots in there. There are some areas in the actual cavity of the oven are warmer than others. But so baking is not an exact science in that regard. And that is that. That is hopefully it'll work out. If it doesn't work out, you'll never know, because I won't fucking put this on the air. And yeah, so be safe, be respectful. If you don't want to wear a mask for yourself, wear it for me, please. I'm wearing it for you. And yeah, it sucks. It's not comfortable, but it sucks worse to die or have somebody die on you. People are fucking dying. 80,000 people, Americans, are dead. So be careful, be respectful, and please subscribe. With that, until next time, bye.